Hey y'all, so your girl is back again for another Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. So we are recapping Real Housewives of Atlanta episode 3. So I just made some notes about some points I wanted to talk about what went on with the show. The show was like pretty mild. It wasn't too much going on, but K. Michelle had an incident while she was going for a performance, and it seems like everything went well for her with her surgery. Her hubby, though, he looked really tired. He looked like he didn't really want to be there. Like, he was like, he could be anywhere else but there. And I understand, sleeping in a hospital room is not the most comfortable thing, but he definitely looked like he was about over all of it. And I understand why K. Michelle has had so many surgeries on her face and why she doesn't look the same. Because you could see it in the episode because she literally kept asking how she looked. And I'm like, K. Michelle, like, I mean, I know everybody has their own thing, but K. Michelle is a beautiful woman. She's super talented, which she will tell you and let you know. So I don't really understand where her insecurity comes from, but I mean, who understands where anybody's insecurity comes from, right? So, I mean, sorry, I need some lotion. I do feel really bad for women who don't know or find value in themselves. Like, I really feel bad about that. She really seemed like she was looking for validation through her husband, which I mean, yes, your spouse should reassure you, but it was like, and I know the show, now don't get this wrong, the show will clip things to make it look like it's extra and more than what it was, but for them to be able to put that many clips of her asking how she looked, it does show a bit of a little insecurity. So, Kay Michelle, girl, we love you. You're amazing. You're talented, and you don't have to feel insecure about your looks. You look beautiful despite, the face change and everything. You still look beautiful. Um, then we go on to Angela. Her daughter actually hid her marriage from her, which is very crazy. Like, Um, I understand, I guess not inviting your parents to your wedding, but to hide it is very crazy. I'm really curious as to why she hid her marriage from her mom. And, like, I'm glad that they're spending time together and they're kind of working through their issues, but I'm very curious as to why she would hide her marriage from her. And Angela was talking about her real estate struggles, and that how she lost $2 million. And anybody that knows, like, the real estate game is a very hard game to be in. It does have its ups and downs, and there's so many struggles that people can have in this industry. So I just want to say, Angela, like, you're okay. I mean, I know it's hard and it's a struggle, being in a real estate business. Don't be too hard on yourself. What I would suggest is that, you take some courses and learn as much as you can to kind of improve, but never give up on your dream. And as long as you got the money to keep, pursuing it, keep going, girl. You're gonna get it. You're gonna work it out. All right. Um, and then Drew was, going through balancing work and motherhood with dating and you know, I don't know, Drew. I don't really know about Drew this season. I don't really know, like, what to say about her. I know I've heard some things on social media while watching the show. So I just have to let, things play out because I don't want to talk about what I heard on social media. I want to really, like, focus on what's going on with the show. But yeah, Drew is just balancing work and motherhood with her dating. So, that's really cool. Um, Oh, and Portia, Portia was over Kelly, throwing them jabs at her left and right every 5 seconds. And I don't know why Portia felt like she was going to have a good relationship with Kelly in the first place because Kelly is literally best friends with Shamia, and Portia and Shamia are no longer friends. They're really frenemies. They're getting along because they're both on the show, but they're really not friends anymore. And the fact that Kelly and Shamir are so in love with each other, then how in the hell is Kelly going to be friends with Portia? Like, Portia, I love you, girl, but you a little ditzy. You can't be friends with your enemy's friend. Like, that don't make no sense. It's not gonna work out. I mean, anybody can see that. So I don't know why you trying with her. Be cordial. It's okay to be cordial with someone. It's not okay to think that they're gonna be your friend because they're not gonna be your friend. I mean, you should just know that. All right. And then Next, I really love Pinky's storyline because she is showing her true authentic self. Like she is literally putting it all out there. She's going over her bankruptcy struggles and basically one thing I love about Pinky and her husband is that they are both two powerful people. There's not one person living off of the other person's success. They are both successful in their own lanes. And I love that for them. I do hate that when people are in relationships, they often struggle in silence and don't let their partner into what they're going through because it seems like she kind of resented her husband for not really being as supportive as she wanted him to through her struggles that she was going through with her business. But honey, he had to know what was going on. You have to be vulnerable. And I know it's hard to be vulnerable in that kind of situation, especially like your husband's business is thriving. He's doing so good and all of your stuff is just crumbling at the moment. But that's a season. And what that season is teaching you is that, it's going to be okay. You just got to work a little harder. You got to learn how to pivot. The mistakes that you made are only going to make your business that much more stronger. And also you can help your husband's business not go through the same things by learning from what you're going through. So I think it's important to be open and honest and to share those things with each other. But, nonetheless, I am rooting for Pinky and her husband. They seem like a wonderful couple. Now, we don't know everything about them, of course. This is just what they're showing us on TV. But I love their dynamic. And, I'm just wishing the best for both of them. I really think Pinky is going to come out on top. She is a fighter. She's determined and she's very smart. So, I'm just loving Pinky so far. I'm just learning about her. I knew she had Slutty Vegan, but I never ate at the restaurant because I'm not a vegan and I don't know. I just was scared to try a vegan burger. I ain't tried nobody's vegan burger because I love me some meat. No pause. But yeah, I'm rooting for Pinky. Anyway, it was so funny. I can't remember who right now, but somebody called Portia a bimbo. And that made me laugh my ass off because Portia really is a bimbo. God bless her heart because, I mean, sometimes it's just like, girl, we know she's smart and that she's business savvy, but sometimes it's just, bless her heart. That's all I'm going to say. But, Drew and Black, very strange couple. I don't know if he want a side piece or a friendship. It really was given like, I mean, I guess that's her rebound man, maybe, because he don't really seem like he know what he wants. And I don't know if Drew should put all of her eggs in that basket. Definitely have fun with him, but that's about it, girl. He just gonna be your little fun ride until you find somebody that's gonna be a little more serious. Unless you don't want nobody serious, and hey, that's your priority. Because sometimes when you are have been married and you just need a break, you don't need nothing serious. You just need a friend to make you laugh, and that's about it. So, you know. And then Shamia, girl. Looking at this, your husband probably was right about your rum business. And I know we as women, we love to prove that we are independent and we don't need a man to tell us anything because we have our ideas and we're going to do it. But Shamia, girl, your husband is a successful business owner. He owns several successful businesses. So just like I was saying with Pinky, it is a smart idea for you both to communicate with each other and basically learn and grow and get his advice. Yeah, I know you want to have your own business because your husband is very successful. And I'm glad that you're not trying to be this little ditzy dumb trophy wife who doesn't have her own. I understand that, Shamia. But Shamia, girl, I don't know how this business gonna work because how it's setting up now is that you're gonna be paying out more than you're gonna be making in income, and you're noticing that from the beginning. So I don't know, maybe your husband can help you figure it out, but rely on him because he does have business sense. He has connections. Like, you don't have to do this alone. Like, there's so many people that want to start a business and they don't really have a lot of guidance. They don't have someone that they know and love to like tell them the ins and outs. And you have the cheat code that lays in the bed with you every night. You know what I mean? So definitely rely on your husband to help you so that you don't pour money into a business that fails. That would be the smartest thing. And then Laura, K. Michelle, and Portia beef. Okay, this is gonna be my last, little wrap up with this. K Michelle, maybe she ain't never watched the show, but Portia, like we know, is a little ditzy. So Portia probably does things for storylines and clicks and like, you know what I mean? She don't really think about things before she says it. So you just got to give Portia some grace. I know that was very rude and inconsiderate of her to talk about K Michelle having a miscarriage when she know damn well K Michelle told her that she was having issues with her BBL going bad. So Portia. I don't know. But K Michelle, I hope you can get over it, girl. Because that's Portia. Y'all was all friendly and kikiing, and now you looking at her sideways. So, Portia gonna be Portia and Portia gonna Portia. That's all I'm gonna be able to tell you about that. But anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning in to this episode 3 recap of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.